Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. In a Young and Restless preview for the week of September 9 to 13, Billy keeps pushing everyone away. Read on for the details and watch the video below. Lucy was cleared after the car accident involving herself and Faith, but the older girl remained in the hospital pending more tests. When Phyllis visited to show support, Sharon snapped. Faith was released, but Cameron's ghost pushed Sharon, who lashed out at Daniel and Heather over the accident. Next week, Sharon's behavior is causing concern. Mariah tells Nick, "It feels wrong." Nick replies, "I know, but we need the truth. We need to know if your mom is on her meds or not." Will Nick finally be able to kick Cameron's influence over Sharon out of her life? Chance wasn't happy that Billy ousted Lily from the company, noting how ruthless Billy had become, and wondered how long it would be before Billy turned on him. Billy told him to give him a reason, as everyone has been betraying him lately. Coming up, it looks like it's Chance's turn to walk. Billy tells Chance, "Let me just warn you. You walk through this door right here. There's no coming back. You hear me? So, what's it going to be?" It looks like Billy may be the last employee left at Chancellor if this keeps up. Finally, wanting revenge against Billy, Lily went to Victor for help taking the Abbott hair down. She wants to save the company and wants her position there back. Victor was intrigued, but he too wants Chancellor for himself and Nikki. Coming up, Victor asks Lily, "So, what do you have for me?" Lily replies, "I have the key to what I believe is Billy's downfall." Is Lily about to find out she never should have trusted Victor to begin with? Be sure to read our Young and Restless spoilers to find out what decisions Summer and Kyle have made. Nick always believed in order. It was a guiding principle, a sort of personal creed. The world, he thought, was like a jigsaw puzzle where every piece had its rightful place. But lately, his life felt like a puzzle with missing pieces, and Sharon, his wife of 25 years, was the most significant piece of all. Her recent bouts of forgetfulness had begun to fracture the picture he so carefully curated. It wasn't that Sharon was careless. It was more that she was losing herself in the fog of her own mind. Diagnosed with early-onset dementia, Sharon's once sharp memory had begun to blur around the edges. Nick knew that she needed her medication. This precise mix of pills that held her mind together like a delicate thread. But lately, he found himself questioning whether she was taking them consistently. In the beginning, it had been simple. Sharon would take her meds in the morning while Nick brewed the coffee. He would hear the familiar rattle of the pill bottle and the clink of the pills hitting the porcelain of the medicine cup. But then, small inconsistencies started to appear. The pill bottle seemed to have fewer pills than expected, or sometimes, Sharon would forget to take them at all. Nick had always been the kind of person who believed in tracking every detail. He had a meticulous spreadsheet for everything. Household expenses, car maintenance, even the dates of every flu shot. And now, the question of Sharon's medication was an item he couldn't leave to chance. But how to ask her without making her feel like a child or questioning her independence? One day, as the autumn leaves began to cover the sidewalks in a vibrant mosaic of reds and golds, Nick decided to address his concerns. They were having their usual breakfast, scrambled eggs, toast, and coffee, at the small table by the kitchen window. The sun was shining, casting a warm glow on the room, and for a moment everything felt normal. But as Nick watched Sharon's fingers absently tap on the table, he knew he couldn't wait any longer. "Sharon, honey," he began, trying to keep his tone casual. "I was thinking about our routine. It's been a bit hectic lately, and I was wondering if we could double-check that we're keeping up with your meds." Sharon looked up from her coffee cup, her brow furrowing slightly. "Nick, I've been taking them every day. I think you're being a little overcautious." Nick felt a pang of guilt. He knew she was sensitive about her condition, and he didn't want to upset her. "I'm sorry if I seem overbearing. It's just that I care about you, and I want to make sure we're doing everything we can." Sharon's expression softened, and she reached across the table to take his hand. "I appreciate that, Nick. Maybe we could come up with a system together. What do you think?" Relief washed over Nick. He nodded, his mind already racing through possible solutions. "How about a medication tracker? We could use a calendar or even set reminders on our phones." Sharon smiled, a spark of enthusiasm returning to her eyes. "That sounds like a good idea. Let's make it a fun project." And so, they embarked on a new routine. They chose a large wall calendar and marked off each day that Sharon took her medication. They also set up a digital reminder on their phones that chimed gently at the designated times. It became a small ritual, something they both looked forward to as part of their day. But the process revealed something unexpected. Sharon's mood seemed to lift as she engaged more actively in her own care. She began to take pride in checking off the days on the calendar, and her engagement in the process brought a new sense of purpose and control over her situation. One crisp October evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky in hues of orange and pink, Sharon and Nick sat together on their porch, wrapped in cozy blankets. The cool air was filled with the scent of fallen leaves and the distant hum of crickets. Sharon turned to Nick, her eyes reflecting the soft glow of the lanterns. "You know, I'm glad we did this. It's not just about the meds. It's about making sure I'm part of this journey with you." Nick squeezed her hand, his heart swelling with love and gratitude. "I'm glad too. It's been an adjustment for both of us. But we're in it together." As they sat in companionable silence, watching the stars slowly appear in the twilight sky, Nick realized that the puzzle of their life was never going to be perfect. There would always be pieces missing, or slightly out of place. But as long as they worked together, they could create a picture that was uniquely theirs, one that was beautiful in its own way. Nick no longer questioned Sharon's medication routine out of suspicion, but out of a newfound respect for the partnership they shared. Their journey through her condition was not just about managing a medical regimen, but about finding new ways to connect and support each other. In the end, it wasn't just about whether Sharon was taking her meds. It was about the love and commitment that guided them through every challenge. As the first stars twinkled in the sky, Nick and Sharon shared a quiet smile, knowing that they were navigating this new chapter of their lives with compassion, creativity, and a deep, unwavering connection. And in that moment, the puzzle pieces seemed to fall into place, if only for a little while. I hope this story captures the essence of how Nick and Sharon navigate their challenges together, embracing both the practical and emotional aspects of their journey.